I was going to start this video off with a quick unboxing, but I totally scuffed the recording. But here are the 2 True Religion polos that my boy Sly Tendency is getting. Thank you, bro, for asking me to cop this for you. This is the black size medium Supreme True Religion polo there. I'm leaving it in the package. And here's me trying on the red colorway. You got True Religion there on the right breast. On the left, you got the Buddha Man Supreme True Religion logo on the front. And then on the right sleeve, you got 94. On the left, you got nothing. It's pretty comfortable. Stitch work, quality, and stuff like that feels really good. I'll put my measurements on screen and give you guys a quick 360 if you're looking for a Supreme True Religion polo or just want to know how it looks. Now let's just jump right into it. But first, I think it's time for us to get nice and comfortable because week 15 is in fact box logo week. We're putting that shit on. I got my Virgo goat hat from Black Friday. Absolutely 0 other dubs to my name, but that doesn't matter because today, guys, we're talking everything dropping from Supreme week 15 of fall winter 25. We got box logos, Vanson leathers, BB Simon. This week is actually
stacked to the freaking tits.
I'm talking about the best items for resale, sleeper items of the week, and everything in between. So if you love staying up to date on Supreme, box logos, Palace, leather pillows, really any other streetwear content, and be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that noti bell so you never miss out on a SupThomas upload or live stream. I've been going live in the afternoons lately when we've been getting information on Mondays. Definitely check those out. We had a blast yesterday just chit-chatting about really this Droplist. But we got the prices now. Your boy got the exclusive, and it's time to break it all down. So all that out of the way, let's get into it. First of all, I want to give a massive shout out to drops.gg for supplying me with this week 15 full drop list with all the prices on here. I'm sure by the time this video is posted, it will be out, but it does feel good to get the exclusive. Some crazy shit on here. The jacket is $2,500. The wool fleece, boys, $500.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
AOI, I was pretty much spot on, 400. Thank God the box logo is 168. We'll be referring to this throughout the video, but before we spoil everything, let's just get into Supreme community and take a look at the drop list, starting at the bottom upvoted and making our way to the most hyped item of the week according to the Supreme fans. All right, it's a slow start with the metallic dot trouser with the LP wool with metallic pattern, fabric made in Italy. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Low-key, any other week, I would say a nice sleeper item for dressing up, looking nice. You got metallic dots all over these trousers. Niche use case, but if you could fit this in your wardrobe and you don't care about box logos for some reason or any of the other items coming out this week, honestly, you probably don't even have to buy it. It'll probably be on the website for a little bit. I doubt it'll go on sale, but you never know. Pair of these trousers will cost you 228 smackaroos. Next up, the pinstripe shirt could loosely go with the metallic dot trousers, but not really. You don't really want to go pinstripes along with some dotted pants. I don't hate this button-up shirt. If you guys have been watching me for the past few months, you know I've been talking a lot about getting more button-ups in my wardrobe. I still don't have enough, certainly not cool ones where I'm like excited to put on an outfit for a nice dinner. I'm trying to get there. We're making our way for sure, but you got the classic script logo, tonal, nothing fancy, not hyped, not really a sleeper item either, but relatively affordable at only $148 by Supreme standards. Next up, the crochet logo beanie. I can never tell with beanies what's going to be hyped, what's going to be forgotten, but these do have that handmade look to them, and I feel like that gives them some credence for people to potentially go after them for resale opportunities. Off rip, I got to give it to the black and gold, even though Purdue sucks, and then maybe followed by the blue and navy here. Other two aren't terrible either. I would say buy what you like, which is usually the answer for everything. 68 bucks is the estimated retail price. That seems expensive. Next up, the Harris Tweed 6-panel. Another strangely expensive cap with this material. Harris Tweed wool. It's got their official logo. Made in Scotland, or at least they were started there. Not the best hat in the world, but if you like it, knock yourself out. It'll be $10 cheaper than the beanie at 58 bucks. Next up, the contrast logo sweater. Cotton blend, available in red, pine, and black. Down here towards the bottom, it's nothing fancy. We've seen stuff like this before, and these actually do better than you would think. Any other week, I would say it could be a sleeper item. This week, though, I don't mind the black colorway with the white text. Got that hand-stitched, low poly look. I think the green definitely definitely knocks out of the park as the best colorway for sure. Sweaters have their own niche audience. I feel like they've been dropping a little bit. I don't love the black text on the red sweater. Would have looked better in white. And yeah, that light teal on the pine green sweater, I think looks pretty dang good. Sweater will cost you $158. Next up, we got the Intarsia sleeve, long sleeve top. That's sleeve too many times in a row. Cotton blend jersey with Intarsia knit logos. One of the hardest logos to read. It starts up here. You read it vertically. Here's the S, U, P. You got it. Maybe I'm just an idiot, but I'm not a fan of this font. I don't like the curly Q's on the end there. Colorways aren't horrible, especially this navy and gold, little Michigan Wolverines. Very skippable for the week that it's dropping. I would not go after this unless it's like your favorite sleeper item. I'm not dubbing it sleeper item of the week either. $110. I could see this thing going on sale, to be honest. Next up, the felt applique ear flap beanie. Just being straight up, I completely wrote this off and was kind of roasting it in my live yesterday. But someone in chat, I think it was you, Bouncy, was saying, hey, the felt is super cute. You got the sheep, you got the bunny rabbit, and it is pretty cute. Aww. This is a nice hat for the ladies or the fellas who don't mind a little cute item here or there. Cute Supreme just might be underrated, and I would say the white one would be the one to go for. It shows pop on the felt applique. If you don't like the white one, screw it. I guess get brown. That could be considered like some farmland, some dirt. I don't even know. Black is just boring though. I would say go brown or white. Price on that baby is 78 bones for them felt applique ear flaps. God dang. Next up, the studded suede zip-up cardigan, wool blend with suede front panels, metal studs, and poly lining. I remember definitely giving this a ribbing for the week 1 preview videos. Just kind of shit talking it. It's not a piece that I would ever go for. I don't love suede on a jacket like this. I don't love studs or this kind of pattern. I just could never see myself wearing an item like this. But I would say if you're going for it, get the black colorway. It at least is more wearable. This one is for the psychos who bought those patchwork Tims in the multicolor. Turn yourselves in. Or the people that come out of the woodwork for talking about Easter fits, as if like you wear a lot of Easter fits. Like, yeah, dude, I need like 20 outfits of light colors and pastels for Easter. I'm always stepping out, hitting the club on that Easter Sunday. It's not the case for me. Maybe for you though. Price on this bad boy is $400 too. Man, there's some better stuff coming out. Next up, the Supreme cargo pants. Very unobtrusive, pretty much the same cargo pant design that we've had for years. 2 back pockets, you got the 2 side pockets. You do have cinching at the feet. Some people hate it. I don't really mind too much. I think it looks fine. Woodland camo. This looks to be black or navy. Definitely navy. You got olive and then you got black. I guessed around 158 on these. Let's see what the price is. It's 178. Oh my gosh, I was low. Next up, the peacock short sleeve top, all cotton jersey. I actually don't mind the design, especially on this plum colorway. I think the peacock looks super cool. You can take or leave the foliage on the ground, but I do like the Supreme script logo. I think it looks neat. There's some decent pop on all of these. Still can't tell if that's embroidered or screen printed. I want to say it's just screen printed, which will bring the price down. We're working with $88. That's definitely a screen printed design. If it was embroidered, we'd be at 98 minimum, probably 110. All right, guys, I might get some hate for this, but AOI Cross M52 jacket, I am dubbing sleeper item of the week. I know, a lot of you really want this thing, and that's fine, but when we look at the list overall, I just think this thing might go under the radar. I do. I still think it's gonna sell out, most likely in one of the colorways before the other one. If I had to predict, I'm giving it to the camo. I think this type of a military jacket, especially once you've brought in Alpha Industries, who is known for their bomber jackets and other military specialties, it's pretty dang solid. On plenty of other weeks, this item would be closer to the top, but week 15 is just stacked like that, and we're just getting started, so don't you guys go anywhere. I've said it before, but I'm not huge on this embroidery. I think AOI has done so much better work in the past. I think there's not a lot of distinction in the actual stitching here. I can't really see what's going on. It's a lot of nonsense, a lot of visual noise that I can't quite make out the individual pictures. If you look at previous AOI embroidery works, they just have more white space in between the designs. You can see what's going on. I do, however, love this jacket. I think it looks super sharp, and if you're not going for a super loud and in-your-face front, this is the perfect jacket for you. Price on that is $400, which is a bit expensive for a sleeper item, so we might have to swap that out for something else, because sleeper item, it just feels weird having it be so expensive. But that's how I was feeling in the moment. Let's see if my opinion changes. I spoke too soon, guys. This is the sleeper item of the week. Literally, it is the Vanson Leathers BB Simon pillow. They took all the extra materials they had from the jackets, from the backpacks, and they said, let's craft these together into some bullshit so these idiots will pay $998 for a pillow, and they'll love doing it. One of the most diabolical Supreme items of all time. I knew this thing was going to be expensive. I was expecting 500 bucks, maybe 600, but 1,000 is pure unadulterated evil. I mean, if you buy this thing, guys, congratulations. You've either hit it big in life and really couldn't care less and are just having a good time, or you suffered a severe traumatic brain injury and I need you to go to the hospital right now. Like, you're bleeding internally, because I don't know who in their right mind pays $1,000 for a decorative leather pillow with a zipper on the back. This is some of the goofiest shit ever. I'm gonna need the Broke Boy Simon fans in the comments to explain this to me, because I think they are absolutely fleecing you guys. I will say, visually, the pillows look cool. The Supreme Star is sick, and this is one of the times that the studs actually work. Black studs look the best because there's not too much color going on here, and honestly, the brown looks good too because the orange has a nice contrast with that. But there's the pillow. 1,000 bucks is crazy, insane work. Man, the worn double knee denim painter jeans. These are absolutely sick. And I remember seeing them on the preview and thinking, damn, maybe I'll cop these later in the season. And of course, they drop them on a week where I truly can't go after them because I am a Timmy and I have to go for a box logo. I just do, guys. I'm sorry. You can't get the hype beast out of me. It'll always be there, like that second wolf, you know what I mean, inside me. Pause. But just a real sharp pair of jeans. You got the double knee Japanese denim. The wash on both of these looks incredible. Has that worn look to them without being too distressed. If you're really not about the hype this week, a great personal to go after. Could even have some resale. The Japanese love their pants, and jean heads are their own separate category, but with your freezers and your refrigerators and all that stuff. Made in Japan, hand applied distress treatment. Kind of an odd price at 318 bucks. 298 would have been amazing. Visually, it looks cheaper, but 318, I guess Supreme, whatever. The 7th highest upvoted item on the drop list is the Supreme Vanson Leathers BB Simon backpack. Cowhide leather with rhinestones and metal studs throughout. You got the dimensions here, 20 liters, made in the USA, exclusively for Supreme. I love that. Made in the USA is a good thing. And I can't be hating these backpacks like I was the pillows. These look dope. I love when Vanson Leathers gives us that big embroidered Supreme box logo. Always looks good. The Vanson Leathers patch right next to it is sick. I think you could do without both of these and it would still be a nice backpack, but this really makes it Supreme, and I think is a vintage type of design that we would get from Vanson Leathers in the past, that we would get from even Nons collabs, just by Supreme themselves doing that big box logo. And it's pieces like this that make me wish we didn't have so much overload of other Van Leather and other BB Simon stuff, because this really hits it out of the park. And I think that the fact that we have so much other Vanson Leathers, BB Simon stuff laying around from the past year and a half, in my book, it downplays the exclusive and uniqueness of this item. And you might not share that opinion, and that's fine. That's just how I feel. And I really hope after this season, we get a bit of a break from BB and Vanson, just to give items like these their chance to shine. I mean, look at it. Big star on the back. That leather just showing right there. Is that like the raw edge? It's been a while since I took a leather making merit badge, guys. You got the badge from the BB Simon gym there. Nice metal buckles. Honestly, all the colorways are sick. I would go after probably the orange one or the brown one. I think black, you're just playing a little too safe, a little too close to the chest. And I think the Vanson Leather and Supreme logo really do hit on both of these. You probably saw it earlier, but $1,400 for a backpack.
I can make that much money in 5 seconds.
At a certain point, I just gotta laugh and smile because god damn it, who the fuck needs that? If you make less than 100K a year and you're paying $1,300 for a backpack, you gotta get your life in order. And don't even tell me about that, because I will roast you in the chat or the comments if you buy that bullshit and can't afford it.
Whoa, just take it easy, man.
Speaking of can't afford it, Vanson Leathers BB Simon jacket. I mean, just to go whole hog, fuck it, dude, $2,500. Who cares? At this point, Supreme is making clothes for the 1% and this type of customer that they are leaning into more and more these days. And that's just all there is to it. Now you might say, oh, Thomas, you're just jealous, sour grapes. And in a way, yeah, because this is a sick jacket. It was the first item that we saw in the lookbook, the execution, design, the studs, the leather, the patches. It's all perfect. I wouldn't have minded a box logo if they kept the same theme as the backpack and just done an asymmetric design, but the double Vanson isn't horrible. Supreme star in the back, very nice. You get the BB Simon hair clip there, whatever that thing is. I love the orange so much, but I keep coming back to brown. Brown looks super good. I mean, for those of y'all that can afford it, I'm sure you're gonna love it. This is a very nice piece. Retail is so high, it'll probably sit on the site for a little bit, so don't be too worried. I would take the time to look at the size chart. I'm that confident that this week, this item won't sell out that fast, just for the sheer fact that it is $2,500. We rarely get any garments that are that highly priced, and it's just crazy. Like, there's been plenty of leather pieces that are over $1,400 cheaper, you know, just insane. It's number 5 on the drop list, but in my book, it's the best item coming out this week, and it's the BB Simon reversible hooded fleece jacket. Of course, you had to throw in the Gore windstopper drop liner, all these features that I'm not going to read just to save you guys the time, but I'm sure you can yourselves at home. This piece is crazy, and it is $500. Why is it 500 bucks? Well, back to the stuff that I've been talking about. We had to have it be a Gore-Tex collaboration with Windstopper. We had to have it be reversible, which I actually don't hate that. The fact that it's reversible is pretty dope, but we had to have BB Simon come in, and they had some leftover rhinestones from the bags, and they said, why don't we take this fleece that we could sell by ourselves for 300 bucks, and we'll add Gore Windstopper, and we'll add BB Simon in the mix. Now we can sell it for 500, right? And that's kind of the way they're thinking. Now, I do think the rhinestones do look like stars, okay? And the colorways, I'm taking nothing away from the design. The brown colorway looks amazing with the green trees, green wolves. You get the pattern at the bottom. The purple one, dude. The freaking Arctic tundra, dude. I'm talking, this is vacation in Alaska, Northern Lights, you're running the Iditarod, you're rocking and rolling, you're staying freaking warm. This piece is amazing. And I would love to cop it and show you guys, but I just don't freaking have the capability to do that. Cali trip this week, can't be buying no $500 fleece without doing a quick sale, and I'm not gonna be home. Anyway, the kind of moral of the story is this piece could have been just a nice Supreme design. They didn't have to bring in 2 other people, but they did because they want to charge $500 for it. Instead of making it by Supreme for Supreme customers, we're talking the elevated customer. The Kith customer is coming to buy this. So rant over. I think you guys understand my position by this point, and if you don't, you probably never will, and that's fair enough. It's a dope freaking jacket, no matter what way you put it. Take away everything I say about the retail, it's really hard to argue with the design work because it's absolutely incredible. A lot of people have been waiting for this. If this is your favorite item of the season, I hope you've been saving your money. I guess $398. I was $100 off. What are you gonna do? Next up, the Mophie QI2 power station, 5,000 milliamps portable power station with printed logo. It says it provides up to 1 charge for iPhone 15 Pro, but I'm assuming for really any iPhone that has wireless charging should be good. Like iPhone 17, you know, I can just put that sucker on there. I think it would work and charge up. Price is honestly pretty good at 78 bucks. I thought it would have been like 100. So maybe you're buying a box logo this week at 168. What does 78 bucks get you? $4 short from free shipping. That could have been a nice play. Gonna have to figure something else out. But I remember we would always get Mophies back in the day, like 2016 era. We were always getting Mophies. They're coming back. You got the Supra on the front, and I'm sure you got Eam on the back there of the power station. A nice usable item for everybody. Well, if you have an iPhone. I'm not sure if these work on Androids at all. The number 3 item of the week is the box logo car emblem, and of course it is coming out this week. Of course. This is one of my personal items that I need to cop, and I'm probably going for red and black because I can't decide which one I want. I am gonna save this for my next car. Probably keep the other emblem on ice, maybe for like a year, couple months. I feel like this won't really resell for a ton. I do think it's going to sell out pretty quick, so it could, but I'm just really cautious about telling you guys to buy accessories thinking they're going to flip. It is a box logo. It is chrome enamel, which is cool. It won't look tacky on your car as long as you do the right placement. I'm thinking this is like back trunk area, maybe right beneath how many liters is in your engine, whatever you want to do. Just don't put this on a Tesla if you have one, unless you really love self-flagellation. Oh yeah, retail in the car emblem is 36 bucks. The number 2 item of the week, of course, is the box logo beanie. Every time we get a box logo hoodie or crew neck, we get matching beanies for the fall winter time. You got all the colorways that match all of the box logo hoodies. Of course, Real Tree is going to be that most hyped colorway. It just is. I did see the results of Supreme Drops' poll, and it was in first place, followed very shortly by Blue. Little nod to the Tyler the Creator music video of She. Of course, you got black, pink on white, olive, navy on gray, navy, and red on that bright fuchsia. The beanie will run you $44. And last, but certainly not least, we got the Supreme box logo hooded sweatshirt. You can vote here on Supreme Community as well for your favorite color, and the poll is still open. I'll vote here in a second, but here we go. Same colorways as the beanies. I do have to give it up to Real Tree though, man. Come on. It is the freaking most overdone pattern this season. 25 items with Real Tree on it for fall winter 25. But all this Real Tree hype over the past 2 years has culminated into Supreme doing a box logo hoodie. It can only be downhill from here. I cannot imagine they will do this much Real Tree next few seasons. If they do, I'm gonna really crash out for real this time. All the other ones are pretty nice. I've talked a lot about these box logos. Let's do the vote. I'm going camo. Fuck it, dude. 28%. Blue is shortly in second, though. 17%. People like that. Red on blue, reissue, the navy on gray, pink on white, black on black, olive on olive, and then navy, magenta, picking up the rear. And here's just another look at all of the hoodies from the front, what they're gonna look like. They're gonna be $168. As always, thank God. We do have the 2025 in Old English printed on the sleeve instead of at the top of the hood. Should be able to see that there. I've never cared about those little details. A lot of people have strong opinions on them. I think the hood stuff has always been kind of an Easter egg, but you guys gotta let me know. Are you going for a box logo this week? What colorway are you going for? I think the Real Tree is gonna do the best on the aftermarket, gonna be the best for resale. And I think the most wearable colorways are definitely gonna be the olive here. Match that with some undefeated 4s perhaps. I really like the navy on gray, and then the red on blue. Such a sharp contrast, gives those Tyler vibes. I absolutely love it. Now I'm gonna give my final thoughts on the week. We got ourselves a crazy one, folks. Box logos, car emblems, Mophies, BB Simon, and Vanson leathers. I do still think the wolf fleece is going to be good for resale. I think if someone that wanted to pay $500 for a fleece misses out, they might be willing to pay $700 or more. I think that's no doubt going to happen. I could see some resale on the double knee painter jeans down the road, not immediately with all the hype. Box logos are that easy guess. Not every colorway, guys. None of these are guaranteed resale, and a lot of people are buying these to flip. So just be careful. I would buy my own size in a colorway that I don't mind wearing. That's kind of what happened with this one. I bought this stone one and the orange one last season. Sold the orange one. I saw this one fill in. I was trying to sell it. No one bought it, and I ended up keeping it, and I actually like it a lot. I would go after the Real Tree. Try to get a quick sale off if you're on the East Coast, or you get your Supreme items in quick, especially if you're in store. You got a massive advantage. I could see these maybe in the 300s. We'll have to just wait and see, but a lot of people are going to be going for those quick flips, and you know how StockX goes. It's the initial ones go off, and then people start undercutting, and it goes crazy down. The Vance and BB Simon stuff, I still don't know. Like, what's this going to resale for? It's already $2,500. I guess like $3 grand, $4 grand for the rich people, I suppose. Backpacks, $1,700, something like that. If they sell out, they probably will. Pillows, who freaking knows? Don't buy the pillow to resell unless you're absolutely crazy. And that's going to just about do it. I appreciate you guys locking in with me today. I know it was a bit of a longer video. We had the unboxing at the beginning, and it's box logo week. So let me know what you're copping in those comments down below. Just to reiterate, I think the best item this week is the Wolf Reversible Fleece, regardless of all the critiques I had towards BB Simon and Gore-Tex. It's dope. I think it's going to resell in that purple, brown, and even black colorway. box logo hoodies and beanies, I think are going to have a lot of volume for sure. Real Tree is going to do okay. I think the blue and red's going to do all right. Box logo car emblem sneaking in there. 36 bucks is not bad, but I don't think they're going to go for more than 60. Worn double knee painter jeans down the road, and everything else is kind of personal. Like, I don't even think AOI is worth going for flipping, and that's why I'm giving it sleep random of the week along with the pillow for obvious reasons. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, dislike if you didn't. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.